Howdy, everybody. Quick question. Yes. Why is there a white bar over there? The hell is that? Okay. Whatever. I don't know why that changed, but there we go. All right. It has been a minute. It has been a little minute since we've had a stream. Seriously, honestly, I don't even remember when our last one was. Yeah, dude, it's been like 2.5 weeks. The 25th. Is that week? Oh, I don't want to go into that. But, yeah. How's everybody doing? How's everybody been in the interim? I think we will have one. Yeah, 23rd. That's fine. It's not Christmas Eve or Christmas, but on the 23rd, we should still be able to. Same with the 30th. We should be good for streams for the upcoming weekends, at least. So that's good. What's up, good vibes? Sure these are working. Yeah, there we go. I don't know why the aspect ratio changed on that, or why that crop failed on me. What's up, Dark Heart? I added a T into there, but Dark Car, welcome, welcome. It's a mercenary, master of the omniverse. That is my name. That is what they call me. Let me get a full sip. I'm running on about 3 hours of sleep. Wow. 2.5. Like my sleep schedule has been awful, considering, you know, Friday night there was Monarch, 3 episodes of Reacher, and the night before 5 episodes of Yu Yu Hakusho dropped, and I've had to do a bulk of that editing this week just because of the way things have kind of fallen. And my God, man, I'm all over the place right now. So after this stream, I will probably be going to bed. What's up, Shay? How's it going? Ginger, we're doing good. Hair's looking on point. I just got out of the shower 20 minutes ago. Had to do a blow dry. Liking this season of Reacher so far. I like that we got him with a team of people he knows this time. It's a cool to switch it up, and Alan continues to kill it. I agree. That's the aspect of this season I'm really enjoying so much right now, is that he's got a unit that, one, he doesn't have to get to know because he knows them. He picked them. It's a very different dynamic than we had last season, and it just makes it so much more fun because everybody kind of keeps pace with him. Like, while obviously him and I think Neely are on kind of a different level than some of the other characters, but like they all bring something to the table and it's a lot of fun. Plus, they will not stand idly by while he throws around his quips. Loving your Reacher reactions. I'm glad you're enjoying it, BJ Devil. I'm loving it, man. So how have you been enjoying Reacher so far? I think it's fantastic. I know the 3rd episode's not out yet, but I have already watched it. So I've already watched all 3 episodes. After I get my nap tonight, I will be reviewing the edit for that. And then, again, I gotta spend most of the night editing the other, another Yu Yu Hakusho episode. Hopefully it's better than this last one. Season 2 has been fire. I agree. Double fire, even. Seen MI7 a few weeks back, and it did end up being my favorite. Love the action, the character moments, and how they used AI and even the human villain. Also, it was 2 hours and 40 minutes, and it flew by for me. I'm glad you enjoyed it. For me, like I said, it kind of ran right in the middle of my rankings. Like, well, bottom middle of my rankings for Mission Impossible films, having watched them all, you know, back to back to back like we did. But you did that too, so like I'm glad you enjoyed it. I still, for me, nothing tops Fallout. I think it had everything that I enjoyed about the series, but yeah, there was a lot of interesting ideas in MI7. There's some things that I didn't quite agree with. Let's see, I binged it all just as soon as it dropped. Nice. Also, I didn't mind them killing the one person. I know some did, and to each their own. I think we need to lose someone, and if it was the one that made the most sense, they had to go out like a badass. I didn't think they did. I just didn't think that they went out like a badass. I don't think there was anything good about how they executed it that I enjoyed. I thought it was such a waste. Like, I don't feel like it earned or anything like that. It made me feel like they just didn't know what to do. But that's me. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I wonder why Invincible Season 2 only had 4 episodes come out. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why they didn't just wait till it's all finished. But, don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Have we even got a release date for the second half yet? Have I checked out any new Christmas films? No. I actually have not yet. I don't know if I don't know if I'm going to have the time, to be honest, to at least to do anything for like the channel, which is what I would like to do. But you know, there's still that what's it called? That John Woo movie coming out. I might try to go see that. That's not out already, right? I know I haven't had time to see Wonka this weekend. So when does that come out? I don't even see it on the upcoming. Is it out now? Did I miss it? Oh shit, that's been out. I still haven't seen it. I still haven't seen Silent Night. So I might not make it to that. Yeah, I'm definitely going to be there for Aquaman, and I'm really curious about this Iron Claw movie. But as far as like a Christmas movie, I don't really have anything in line just yet. Football is life. Football is life. Good old Danny. God, I can't wait. Are we still going to see more Kang? I don't know. Right now, reports are saying that they are eyeballing recasting now. So, like everything else, we'll just have to wait and see. We'll have to wait and see. But right now, who knows? Who knows? I mean, I don't know. Again, I don't know the situation in the courts. I don't know how all that's going. I don't even know if that'll matter at this point. Like, even if he is found innocent, I don't even know if that would still allow him to, if Disney would even let him keep his job after that. But right now, reports are saying they're looking for a recast. I know previous reports were saying that they were looking towards just shifting to a whole new villain altogether, which would be weird. But I don't know. We'll have to wait. All these I'm hearing reports, insiders talking about blah blah blah, nothing actually substantial or concrete. I'm just gonna wait until something is actually put out by Marvel, DC, or whatever. I don't know. Why the fuck did I say DC? Disney, not DC. I love Fallout. It's my number 2. I just think this grabbed me more. Not as much as the stunt, sure, but with him and the full team, more helped edge it over. Again, hell yeah. When you said Fallout initially, I got real confused because I thought you were talking about the game. I was like, wait, what? What do you mean? What are you talking about? Hey, Galaxy Geeks. So curious, you gonna do reactions to What If? Curious how it will do. Yeah, I'm still gonna do it. I did season 1. I'll do season 2. I don't know. I mean, thankfully they are short episodes, so banging them out, and the fact that they're sprinkling them out one a day, I mean, that'll be mildly inconveniencing versus the weekly thing. But you know, honestly, I don't think with how season 1 did and all that it's going to be too big of a hit to just kind of. I think it makes sense for them to do it this way at least versus a weekly method with how things went the previous time. But I'm kind of surprised they didn't just do all at once. But also, as somebody who's going to be checking them out, I'm glad it wasn't all at once. I'd rather have this than all at once. Let's see. Just annoying it releasing during Christmas. That's the one thing that bugs me as well, is that there's a drop on Christmas Day. I mean, already, because I cover Doctor Who and stuff like that. Shit, I forgot about that. The Doctor Who special is on fucking Christmas Day. I was really wanting to have that day off, man. I was really wanting to have that day off. Okay, God, now I'm upset. God, I was like, I could just do 2 Ted Lassos this week, double up, get all that done, skip Monday like I would normally in the week, and just try to chill. But God damn it, Doctor Who. We'll see. We'll see. I need a day to sleep, man. I am so fucked up right now on everything regarding my sleep schedule right now. We're getting a Rebel Moon reaction, right? Not right now. I don't see the point. I do not see the point in watching this movie right now when it's already confirmed that a director's cut, which is an hour longer, will be coming out in the near future, which will also be rated R. So, like, I just don't see the point in watching that and then just watching that version when it comes out, when I can just wait for the actual director's intended version. I don't know why that's not the one that's coming out. It's coming, I mean, I know it's playing in some theaters. It's not playing anywhere around me. I looked and there's 0 showings without me having to leave the state. So I'm not I'm not that worried about it. But I just don't see the point in that. Like, obviously it's got to be short to get the show times in the theaters and all that, but just give us the intended version and then I would be fine. But both part 1 and part 2 are already having a extended 2 versions of each of those movies are coming out. The PG-13 one and then the rated R one, which is an hour longer. So, like, why even watch the first one? I just don't see the point. I just don't. Like, sure, I could cash in on the views right now if I wanted to pump one out, but then when the other one comes out, I'm just going to be watching 2.5 hours of a movie I've already seen for an hour that I haven't. So I'm just going to wait. That way everything will be fresh when the full version comes out. I'll be watching Christmas Vacation tonight on the big screen for the first time because I've only seen it on TV. I have also only seen it on TV, but that's awesome. I love when they re-release stuff like that in theaters. I wish I could get to more of those, but I'm just glad that, like, at least while things were trying to come back after everything had been shut down, you know, they were playing older films. So I saw Jurassic Park again for the second time in theaters in my life. Saw Jaws for the first time in theaters, you know, all kinds of stuff like that. It was a lot of fun. I love that shit, man. Because a lot of those movies I grew up with was because of VHS, DVDs, and all that stuff, and TV. So never really got the chance to see a lot of them in, whatchamacallit, theaters. Recasting of Kang? Potentially. I'm not surprised about the Rebel Moon reviews as far as the critic side of it goes. But as expected, the bots came in swarms and are buffing that audience number. Buffing the shit out of it. But yeah, I don't know. I'll judge it on its own merits whenever I see it. I will check it out eventually. Again, like I said, more than likely when the full real version comes out. But yeah, I don't know. I thought the trailer looked really cool, but also Zack Snyder for me has always been 50-50 on whether or not I like his films. So you never know. How you feel about Venom 3 being the last one? I mean, I don't know. I haven't really been feeling this Venom franchise. I mean, I enjoyed the first one fine. I didn't really have fun with the second one too much. So I just hope, I mean, if this is going to be the last one, I hope at least the last one is fun and at least entertaining. Best scene out of the 4 movies, out of 4 for me, was Ethan and Luther were talking about the death and how he couldn't kill Gabriel and the AI. He sees Ethan as the only threat because he's selfless and would destroy it. Yeah, that was a really, really good scene. Obviously, though, there was some setup for things that ended up not happening that really kind of confused me in there. Let's see. This is the first time I've seen you live. Hey, well, welcome, Lucas. No, again, I've had obviously some not so good things happen in the background in the past 2 weeks at this point. So normally I try to do these every Saturday at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But the last 2 weeks, I hadn't had the energy, the time, and it's been a rough 2 weeks. I'm on the upswing. Everything's getting better. Everything's fine for the most part. But normally that's what I try to do. So we should be back on course, at least for the foreseeable future. If anything happens, I always try to update everybody, and at least on the community tab or Twitter or something like that. What's up, Ragu? You're actually here! What's up? We'll hear before I end. How you doing, man? Hope you're having a good weekend. Love the Reacher reactions. That must be your fastest catch-up ever. Yeah, I mean, it was 8 episodes, so it wasn't too grueling. I mean, it still added some stress to the plate, but I procrastinated so long, I was like, well, fuck, I only have so many days before the new season comes out. And then it was like, the only way I'll be there on time if I just do these leading up to it. So yeah, it was worth it though. I really enjoyed it. Really enjoyed it. Alan Richardson in Blue Mountain State is fucking hilarious. I've never seen Blue Mountain State. I haven't seen that one. Honestly, I didn't even know he was in that. Let's see. What If is fun. Some great, some okay. Just something to watch and try to have fun with. Glad they're doing it weekly. Oh, well, they're not doing it weekly. Do you mean they're glad they're not doing it weekly, or that because they're doing daily? Can't believe this year is almost over. It's weirdly, I don't know, man. Time is a weird construct since the shutdowns, you know? Everything, sometimes I feel like this year has been really long, and sometimes I feel like it just blew by. Rewatched the OG Willy Wonka for the first time in years. Gene Wilder is just so good as Wonka. Gene Wilder is it's just one of those casting choices that I just do not think you can top. I mean, even if it's not authentic, the actual book or anything like that, because I do remember hearing that the author didn't really enjoy his portrayal or the movie itself. I don't know if it was Gene Wilder specifically, but I know that there was gripes definitely with the film, but I loved it, man. I grew up on that movie. I've seen it 100 times, and I think he's fantastic in it. Gonna be a huge week. Got Percy to react to, then reacting to the new Trolls movie, plus What If. Oof, that is rough. I'm skipping Percy. If it starts blowing up for people, I might tap into it. But right now, I'm not. I've watched the trailers, all that stuff, and I don't know, man. I'm just not feeling it. So I'll gauge from a distance to see how it goes. Hi, King. Welcome, O'Reilly Nation. I'm not going to be able to watch Doctor Who or What If until after Christmas because family times. I don't know that my family's even doing anything, to be honest. I'm not sure what the plan is. Take care of yourself first, buddy. That is... I often take care of myself dead effing last, and I'm honestly probably going to kill myself doing it that way, and I will probably get demonetized for even just saying it in that way. Thank you. YouTube, I didn't mean it. Take it back. Bleep. Bleepity bleep. I am going to run myself into the ground one of these days. Because that's just how my brain works. My throat really hurts and I always get sick near Christmas time. Well, I hope you get better. Hope you're not cursed or some shit. Iron Claw is going to be good. Glad it's coming out soon. Dude, I'll be honest. If you put Zac Efron in something, there's a strong chance I'll see it. What are we writing? What do you mean? What do you mean? What are we writing? Another director's cut? Of course there's one. See, that pisses me off, man. That honestly really does irk me. That it is planned with an alternate cut in mind. Like, just release the one you want to release. That is just so annoying. Deadpool 3 is going to be something else. I hope it's good, man. I really, really hope it's good. Really worried about that. Oh yeah, I caught that one earlier. Percy trailer killed. I feel it's about to do well. Okay, well so the trailer. Oh, the trailer performed well for you, I guess. Is that right? I was in that period where I was just so checked out. I was just not paying attention to half the trailers that were coming out. Looks like we're having a little bit of a hiccup on the bitrate today. Hopefully it's not too terrible for you guys. Internet's been weird this week. I think maybe they're doing maintenance or some shit, because my upload speed tanks in the evenings this last week. And then during the day, goes back to normal. Goes back to normal. Understand that, Omni. Waiting for the full cut. I'm going to watch both because I like watching OG, then director's cuts of movies. I like to see the differences and compare and see what made sense to cut and what they should have left in, etc. I normally do like seeing stuff like that too, but from like a channel standpoint, I just don't see the point in doing it that way for me. For like, if I'm trying to cover it at all in the channel, like to watch both versions, because then if the other one comes out, then I'm just really trying to find the other bits to react to. So fuck it, I'm just gonna wait. I mean, I'll do the reverse probably and see what the hell didn't make it into the movie. Family Switch is a good Christmas movie on Netflix. Ed Helms is in it. That's his name. I always forget his name. I haven't seen anything for that. I have to look into it. I don't know why they couldn't just release the rated R version. Don't know. Don't know. Oh man. Dude, if Percy Jackson does pick up, we'll see what happens. I'll just sleep in 2024. I'll even be late for Doctor Who. My fam kind of watches TV together at Christmas, and that's not their thing. Probably will miss it when we're at home alone for the 1000th time. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't know. Maybe I'll at least record it and see if I can have help editing it. So maybe I can upload it. Because like, if I at least just do the recording, it wouldn't be too bad. And then I can worry about it Tuesday. There's gonna be a lot of worrying about it Tuesday going on that week though. So Tuesday's gonna suck. I don't have any more time off from work either because I've used it all before this. I mean, I have the holiday off, but like, I can't buffer around it or anything like that like I normally would have. Do you have any plans to try anything new in 2024 for your channel? I'm going to start in 2024 to have an interview podcast, hopefully. Right now, I don't have any plans. I have reached out to some people in the past just to kind of do some fun stuff, but it wasn't really with an intention of just doing something new. It was just more or less doing something I was interested in that just happened to not be something we normally do on the channel. But I don't know, like I would like stuff like that too. But I've been joining a lot of different other people's podcasts and stuff like that as of late, and I've been finding a lot of joy doing that. More gaming would be one thing I want to do, but again, it's hard to balance this and doing like long form content like that as well. I had a podcast back in the early days on here. with me and some friends, and yeah, that didn't last too long. Do you think it would have been better to drop both cuts on the same day, like so that people can pick their version depending on your thoughts on violence, sex, runtime? That might have been better. Honestly, I don't know. I don't know if that would have been better either. I'm not exactly sure what the appropriate response would be. I guess that is a good point. There's the PG-13 people for the people who just don't like that kind of shit. But then, how's there an hour's worth of stuff that is rated R? So it feels intentional, like we're intentionally leaving stuff out. There's no way that that entire hour is adults-only content, right? I don't know. I miss, did I miss this? Oh no, I read that one. I miss Andor. That show was awesome. The visuals just chef's kiss. Now we gotta wait till 2025 for a new one. It's gonna be a while. It's gonna be a while. Time is so weird. It feels like what we almost done. And then others I'm like, wait, this movie came out this year. It felt like forever ago. This time is nuts and I feel insane sometimes. Me freaking too. Oh my lord. Time just moves fast, but I'm kind of glad I have a bunch of games and movies looking forward to. As far as like games that are coming out, I'm not even sure what I'm looking forward to right now that's not Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. That's 100% going to get my time when that comes out. I will probably lose my life to that game. Because I spent so much time in the last one, and I love it. But someday, again, we'll get Kingdom Hearts 4, and I will finally get some more answers and probably 1,000 more questions, but we'll see what happens. 2024 for movies, TV shows is going to be interesting. I'm very curious to see how everything kind of swarms over. Galaxy Geeks. For the change. Meant to be at work Christmas party, but said I'm sick. I'm not in a people person mood today. Hey, fair enough. Fair enough. I wholeheartedly understand that bit. Furiosa looks really awesome. I really need to watch these Mad Max films. And I'll probably try to do that before Furiosa comes out. Maybe I'll try to catch up on those because I've still never seen any of them. So we'll have to play that of the year. I think that I was very curious about and confused about the trailer that we got. Because it felt like I should have known more about what I was seeing. But it looked cool. Visuals were great, but I was just, I felt a little left out is the feeling that I got. Whining. My dyslexia is a curse. Okay, that's kind of what I thought. Maybe it was a misreading. A lot of people think it says, a lot of the time, most people end up thinking it's winning with Omni, and then we get some Charlie Sheen jokes, but no, it's whining. Typically, the whole thing starts as originally started just as a hangout thing where we just hang out, I have a glass of wine, and we just shoot the shit. But I've kind of become a little bit of a whiskey guy in the course of things, so it's kind of turned into whiskeying with Omni, but that's not as catchy. I'll still have a wine every now and then. Got a big ass hair on my glass. I want Halo Season 2 to be good, so no one goes bashing it like the first season. I'm sorry I participated in that. I definitely participated in some of the basharootery over the first season. Again, there was some good stuff in the season, man. Don't get me wrong. There was some good stuff in there, but there is so much that just made me cringe in my seat. So I really hope Season 2 is really good. And again, based on the trailer, I highly doubt we are going to set foot on that ring unless it's maybe the last episode. But we're getting the Fall of Reach. So hopefully that's badass, because that's still one of my favorite points in the Halo timeline, is that whole event. Currently on vacation right now, and right as I start, multiple members of my fam start feeling meh, including me. Damn it. Won't stop me from watching a bunch of movies and shows, but still wish I could be hyped. I hope you feel better. I'm sorry to hear that. I definitely can relate a lot of the times. Push through. Hope you feel better. I'll be here for you. From a channel standpoint, I get that 100%. Appreciate it. Can't wait for Godzilla X Kong New Empire. I'm really interested to see what the hell they do with that. I'm looking forward to it. I love the MonsterVerse. I really do. It is some camp cheese monster fun, and I love a lot of the. I love the silly elements of it, and I love the serious elements of it, and the kind of blending in between. Yeah, man, my bitrate just bottoms out every now and then. I don't know what's going on, dude. Winter comes and my internet gets so fucky. Oh, thank you, Fear and Loathing. And Fear and Loathing in general. Just in general. That's another movie I've never seen. Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. That's it, right? That's the full title? I know most people just call it Fear and Loathing. I've never seen it. I've seen, like, maybe, I don't know, maybe the first couple minutes? I don't know. I've seen some clips, but I've never seen the movie. Been sitting here trying to find a question to ask, and I got nothing. Been coming to your channel for a bit, though we're strangers, we've shared some tears. Oh, well, I appreciate that. Well, thank you for the super chat, and just for putting that out there, even if you didn't have a question. I mean, you don't always need a question, you know, you can just something you want to say, get off your chest or anything like that. I'm totally open to all that jazz, but, yeah, welcome. Again, I mentioned this earlier, but normally, you know, things happen, and things have happened these last couple of weeks, so it's been a real rough. But, you know, we try to do these every Saturday, so just anytime you want to hang out. We usually don't have, like, a set thing or topic. It's just, I read the chat, I have a drink, and we see what happens. But thanks for that, man. I really, really appreciate it. Where did I leave off? Here we go. What movies you hyped for next year? Top 3 for me are Dune 2, Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, and Deadpool 3. I'd probably say Dune 2 and Deadpool 3. I'm not too sure what else comes out. I don't know. I don't know what's actually on the schedule for next year with how things kind of ended up, except for some of those movies. But Dune 2 for sure, Deadpool 3 for sure. I need to watch the last Planet of the Apes movie before I see Kingdom. I've seen the first two. I've seen the first two a few times. I've never seen the third, the final bit of that trilogy. Season 2 of that 90s show is going to be really unpredictable. I'm wondering when it's going to come out. But I will be there for it. I will definitely be reacting to it. I had so much fun with that first season. Can't wait for Smile 2. Yeah, I'm indifferent. I know it didn't cover Smile. I didn't watch Smile for that matter. I watched like a very thorough breakdown of the movie. So sometimes I'll watch like Elvis the Alien, or I think it was him that covered Smile. I can't remember. It was either him or Gigi. Mr. Gigi. And I was like, I'm glad I didn't watch this movie. But that was me. I don't know. Maybe it'd be different if I actually watched it, but a little indifferent on that. So hyped for Shuti. I loved his vibe, and he was so charming in those scenes, and the giggle, and he definitely made an impression. Yeah, man, I can't wait either. I think all that as well. He's charming. He's got that charisma. He's got that energy. He's got this swagger. And I'm down. I'm really looking forward to seeing him in action. Yes, Omni, it's 1 hour full of blood and gore and people making sweet, sweet slow motion love. Oh my god, it would be in slow motion, wouldn't it be? Ah! With some song that just doesn't fit the mood or vibe at all. Back when you were in high school, did you ever consider yourself a cool kid? Not ever in my life. No. No, I was a geek, I was a nerd, I was a choir kid. So that's a hard no. I thought myself cool at times, But did I consider myself a cool kid ever? No. For me, December always goes so quick. The excitement for Christmas, then it's just over. See, for me, my excitement for the holiday is literally just time off from work. That's the only thing I really get excited for. You know, time with the family, just time away from stuff. But like, I don't know. I haven't really felt that Christmas excitement or spirit since I was a kid. I think once I went to college, that kind of died for me. Sad as that is to say. I've been trying to get better. That Karate Kid movie is going to be real weird. I've got so many questions about it. Again, they will feel my wrath if they do anything that undercuts, devalues, or rewrites whatever happens in Cobra Kai or has happened in Cobra Kai. I will be a force that will destroy their world. Random question, but people have been speculating whether or not Reacher is on the spectrum. Would you agree or disagree to that? I could see why you would think that. I don't know. I'm not a huge expert on all of it. There are some signs of that kind of do lead me to believe that maybe he does have some kind of shift in capacity, but I don't know. Like, he definitely does stand out, and he definitely doesn't understand certain social interactions and stuff like that, so I don't know how much that worked. Like, how much of that is intentional, how much is the case, but again, like the memory thing, the attention to detail, all these other things, I wouldn't be shocked if he was to some degree. Curiosa about Furiosa. Also, hi, what's up, Rebecca? It has been a minute. Well, it's been a minute for all of us, but I feel like I haven't seen you in a while. Welcome. Hope you're having a good Saturday. But yes, I am Curiosa about Furiosa. And I like the wordplay. So, I don't know. I don't know if I want to just start with Fury Road or if I want to just start from the beginning like I did with Rocky. Like, watch the Mel Gibson films and all that kind of stuff. But, I don't know. We'll find out. We'll figure it out. I'm scared that Cobra Kai's ending might be disappointing because they easily could mess it up. I trust them with all of my heart, man. You think Cobra Kai return next year or 2025? Well, it better come out before that movie, otherwise things are not going to make any sense. I finished work for Christmas now. So far, I've done so much wrapping. Hell yeah. I hate wrapping presents, man. Somehow, I'm just so bad at it. And you're still not finished. I will watch Halo Season 2. 1 was okay. Had its issues for sure, but some of the character stuff was good, and the action was on point. They hope they also took feedback on what worked and what didn't. My hopes is that the showrunner that was in charge of a majority of Season 1 left before the project was even over, and has nothing to do with Season 2. So, I think from what I remember, they got new writers. They have a whole new showrunner for the second season. And I even, on one of my Halo videos, I think somebody, at least, you can always take people's word for what it is on the internet, but I did see a comment that was like, I worked on the show, I'm working on Season 2 right now, I promise it will be better, or some shit like that. I think they were like one of the they claimed to have been one of the VFX people working on the show or something like that. I gotta say, my favorite thing about the show, it was, I already forget her name right now. The other Spartan that awoke, that removed their chip. I don't remember her name. It's been a minute, and I did not commit a fair amount of that series to my memory. She was great. Everything with her was honestly really fascinating, and she was a wholly invented character for the show, and I thought they did a really good job. Especially since they erased canon characters for these team members, which still irks me a lot. But at least she was cool. Halsey, they definitely drove it home to just how fucked up and shitty she is. There's some great elements, and agreed. Kai. I knew it was a K. I just couldn't remember what it started with. What it started with? That's just literally what I just said. I didn't remember everything after what it started with. But yes, the action when we got action was really good. But I do not know what they're doing with the lore. I think Severance, Ted Lasso, now Reacher, your channel is already changing slightly away from mainly sci-fi fantasy, which is awesome. Still hoping for the bear reviews. One of these days. You never know. But yeah, Ted Lasso, it came down to a vote. The votes decided, and Ted Lasso won. The votes decided, and Severance won. But technically, Severance falls on that science fiction category, to be fair, as much as it is a drama. Ted Lasso, though, wholly different. Reacher, I would put that in the vein of like the Mission Impossible, Bourne stuff, which is still in Bond, even for that matter, though it is a little more heady. But it's in. I feel like it's in that line. I think there's a line there where it maybe blurs a little bit. I've been enjoying Monarch, but I don't want it to end. Honestly, I'm just like, when is this going to end? Because like I feel like we've been watching it forever, and we just passed the halfway point. Not that I don't enjoy it. I do enjoy it, but I feel like we're really dragging out the point, to the point where I don't understand what's going on right now. Favorite Adam Sandler movie? Ooh. Damn, it is either. It's Happy Gilmore. I was gonna say it's either one blah 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 blah, but it's Happy Gilmore. Happy Gilmore, I think, is like easily my favorite Adam Sandler movie. Like once I started to think about it, yeah, that's all it is. Yeah, I got this dice. If you see me like fiddling with anything in my videos as of late, I got these at GalaxyCon. They are silicone dice, and they bounce like they are bouncy balls basically, which is not good, in practice, because of the shape. They will just potentially go wherever the fuck they want. But hey, that's D&D. The dice, sometimes they just do what they want to do. You know what I'm saying? Shit, I dropped it, and no! Plus, if I throw them, they're not going to make a shit ton of noise. Still not my favorite set. My favorite set is like pure amethyst, which I'm just so scared to roll because I don't want them to break. They were also real expensive, but fully made out of amethyst. But like, yeah, anyway, sorry, got distracted because of your comment. Talk about D&D, because I haven't played D&D in a minute and I got too excited. Favorite Adam Sandler movie? It was down to Billy Madison or Happy Gilmore for me. God bless you. Well, bless you right back. What's up, Pink Sun? Happy Saturday to you as well. Glad to see you here. You talking about the fall of Reach? Ugh. You talking about the fall of Reach being one of your favorite Halo time periods is how I feel about Order 66. Like, I literally never get bored of seeing new parts of the Fall of the Jedi and stuff. Me either. I'm a fan of things when shit just turns on a dime. Revenge of the Sith, like that decline, that period of just chaos. That's when people are challenged. That's when things are interesting to me. It's not too bleak in the way that there is still some hope, but like it's a pivotal turning point in the series, and I like that period. And Fall of Reach is really that for Halo. That is when the UNSC, that is when the human civilization just completely gets put on their back heel. They were already losing the fight against the Covenant up until that point, but that was a major hit. They do eventually spring back well over time, but it's a rough moment, man. The thing, though, as opposed to Order 66, well, no, that is like a moment. Never mind. I was going to say something real dumb. Because my brain was like, Order 66 is the entire gap until until A New Hope, and that's not what I meant to say. Anyway, they're pretty much like on par with one another. You're a good dude and deserve good things. Love you. Oh, well, thank you. I really do appreciate that. And I send that love right back to everybody else in here as well. What's up, Elliot? Really enjoy reactions. Always great to have on while I'm working. Hope you're having a good end of your year. I'm doing good. Despite how little sleep I'm getting, I'm emotionally better. You know, I was a train wreck 2 weeks ago, man. Like, fundamentally breaking down days randomly all over the place. But last week, a few episodes. This week, I'm mostly okay. So hopefully for the remainder of the year, I can find some time to sleep. That's all I want right now. All I want is some sleep. A full 8 hours uninterrupted would be amazing. I doubt we would ever get a sequel to Truth or Dare. I've never seen that. I never saw that. I didn't hear good things about it, but I have not seen it. So I can't really talk on that. I think I've only subscribed to you this year, I think. But thank you for giving me a place to geek out. Oh, anytime. Thank you for subscribing, you know? So, like, that's the whole thing. I like the community that we built. You know, I weed out the people that don't, you know, respect anything outside of their own headspace, their own opinions and stuff like that. But, like, I think, like, at least on these live streams, you know, for the most part, outside of, like, one bad egg that we've hopefully taken care of by this point, everybody's been great. So I'm glad, and I try to keep the Discord a nice little safe space for everybody. You know, you know, we only have me and like one mod, so like it can, some things do take a little while to address, but like I do appreciate the love from everybody. People hate on that 90s show just because they didn't have OG characters on that much. Yeah, I mean, the thing is, again, rose-colored glasses, man. Some of the same writers that worked on the show, like all the writers that worked on the show, save a couple. There's a couple that were brand new, but the showrunner, as well as the lead writers, all worked on the original show. And honestly, like if you're coming into it, like if you're going into this is my interpretation. Like obviously, you can grow out of a type of genre. Like, you can grow out of being into sitcoms, you can grow out of being into comedies, you can grow out of anything. And I feel like people have this reverence because they grew up with the original, but also forget that, you know, that's painted in nostalgia because you grew up with it. If you take that away, it's a lot of the same cringe. It's a lot of the same humor, it's a lot of the same stuff. The difference is, we got to grow up and get to know those characters from the get-go, and we are only now introduced to these new characters who are having this legacy passed on to them. Now you're comparing, now you're doing all this thing. It's like, that's not Donna, that's not Eric. Well, that's the fucking point. Get to know these characters. You know? Some people just don't have the patience for that, and it just shows this huge gap and lack of empathy. And just patience in general too. I don't know. Whatever. Saw Godzilla -1 and 40X. God, that must have been fucking fun. Man, I've still never seen a movie in IMAX, and I've definitely never seen anything in 40X. I need to make that happen one day. I will have to make a drive for that. First time seeing a Toho film in theaters, and my first was 40X. That shit fucked me up. Don't mean to sound like everyone else, but I think it was one of my favorites of the year. It was definitely a really good movie. I wouldn't put it as one of my favorites of the year, but it was top 10. Top 10. It's at least top 10, I think, for me. I'd have to double check like what all movies I saw this year. It's definitely the top 10, at least, I would say. But yeah, I'd be very curious to see a 40X film. It is definitely my first, you know, Japanese Godzilla film that I've seen in a theater, which was exciting because I always had to rip and bootleg those tapes from I would rent them from the video store, bootleg the shit out of them just so I had my own copy, and then or I would see it on AMC and tape it. I think at a point I had a VHS copy, whether it had commercials or not, of all of the Godzilla films to date when I was a kid. and eventually fell off. But I've still now that I've seen Shin Godzilla, I've still seen all the films now. Can't stop thinking about Godzilla -1. I think the themes of -1 are the things that really carry with me the most. Between that and Shin Godzilla, you know, wonder how they'll pay tribute to Lauren in that 90s show. Probably by just straight up ignoring her. I just wonder what they're ever going to do about Hyde. Oh my god. That's a shitty situation right there. A hardcore heavy metal rock song as they are passionately making love on a moon. The rebel moon. Oh my god. That would be right how that goes. Now you have to sing for us. I do tiny little ditties here and there, but maybe one day, maybe someday, we'll meet again. Me either. Christmas is just another day and time off from work. That's how I feel anymore. I just feel, and maybe that's just like my cynical age showing at the point, but like I don't know. The magic died for me a long time ago. I've been trying to find it again, just in general. You know, Halloween, I'll eat that up. Thanksgiving is just a day to eat, really. That's all it is. Just fucking pig out. And just be thankful. A day to really kind of ponder the things you're thinking of. But like, yeah, I don't know. Halloween's the only, and that's still not that much because it's not like I really go out and do anything. It's the one that's probably the most my vibe. Holidays don't hit me anymore. I don't know if it's just the times we live in. I just don't care. Like, I don't get excited for any of them, really. I'm kind of right there. That's kind of the gist of it. Like, Halloween in essence and aesthetic and vibes is probably still my favorite. But likewise, I also don't get excited for Halloween anymore because I don't really do anything. Maybe if I did stuff, it'd be different. But also just don't have the energy for doing stuff. You probably have that geek riz. Dude, I had like negative riz in high school. I don't even know how I got a girlfriend in high school, but I pulled that off. That 90s show will be interesting. I wonder will Kurtwood and Deborah Jo writing character statements for Danny will affect it. Ashton apologized real quick. Well, he gave a half-assed apology. Their apology was pretty shy. Yeah, I don't know. I do feel weird about that entire situation, but I don't know. I get it. Like, if somebody you grew up with, you loved, who was close to you, you know, you would try to stick up for them, even if, I don't know, maybe they don't believe the accusations, maybe they don't believe it no matter what the evidence. I don't know. I don't know the situation. I don't know at all. But, like, I feel like if my best bud got accused of something or whatever, and I'd just be like, well, this is what I feel about that guy. He's great stuff. He's a teacher. He's awesome. All this stuff. Great to the community. Like, never hurt a fly. Yeah, that's, I don't know. Like, it's a weird situation at the end of the day. I don't know. I don't know. Now, if they knew he did shit and still did that, that's a little fucky. That is 100% fucky. If they don't know or if they don't believe it, that's a different situation. I could understand them being like, well, this is the guy I know. You know, I get that. But also, I don't know what evidence has come out. I don't know what the courts have said. I don't know any of that shit. So, I don't know. Remember that song, Agatha All Along? It was so catchy. Isn't that now the name of the show? Haven't they changed that show fucking, what, 4 or 5 times now? I do remember the song, though. Catchy song. Any predictions for the rest of Season 3 of Chucky? He's going to find a way to not die. I think that's a safe fucking bet. Leaks say that Johnny Lawrence is going to get killed in the first 5 minutes of the movie, and Daniel is going to go into coma, forget everything that happened, abandon his family to hang out with Mr. Hyde. Oh my god. You are fucking hilarious. I'm annoyingly good at rapping, so I get everything but my own. Come rap my stuff. Random fact, I hate olives. They taste like shit. I don't know that I've ever actually ate an olive. Olives. yucky. I think her name was Kai. It's funny as fuck that the new side person was the best of the show. Right? And hold on. What the fuck? For anybody that has actually watched the Halo show, did you watch the trailer, and what the fuck is... Do you think that's Cortana and for whatever reason they just retconned her design? Or do you think that's another, like a copy or a different AI or whatever? Whatever it is, I don't like the change. I don't like change in general, but I don't like the change. But Jen Taylor's still the voice, so that's important. And I met Jen Taylor. Did I skip a comment, by the way, or did I see that later? I think it's later down the line. So I'll get to that. Is there going to be a 4th season of The Mandalorian? Yes. Are they still turning it into a movie? No. The 4th season of Mandalorian will be the 4th season of The Mandalorian. The movie is not going to replace or be in standing point of the season itself. We will still have a 4th season of The Mandalorian, and we will have the movie. That is my understanding right now. I think the Fall of the Leech will be a big battle episode, or will they cheap out? I hope it's... I mean, honestly, I feel like you would have to do at least 2 episodes. So, I don't know. But chances are, they might cheap out, considering. But I hope they don't. Got some dice? Yes, I got distracted. I do. What's up, Renan? I need another Jordan Peele movie, but I have a feeling that I'm the only one that enjoyed the movie Us. The only Jordan Peele movie I've seen is Nope, and I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed Nope. But I do still... The thing about Us and the thing about Get Out is I know the twist now. It got spoiled. Both movies got spoiled for me a long time ago. So I know the twists and I know the ending. Well, I know parts of the endings. So, like, I don't even know... I'm sure they're still worth a watch, but, like, I just haven't got around to actually watching them yet. But I did watch Nope, and I really, really enjoyed it. That hair, though. But thank you, thank you. They're never going to be seen again. How was GalaxyCon? Meet anyone? That was the one comment I was thinking of. It was a lot of fun. It was definitely, I made it, I mean, obviously to save money. Because it was in Columbus, it's only a 2.5 hour drive, so I didn't bother getting a hotel. So we drove to and from the 2 days that I went. I went Friday and went Saturday. And lo and behold, my brain doing the things that my brain does, I knew I needed to sleep. I knew I needed to wake up early and get over there. And my brain would not let me sleep. So, like, the first day, I was so freaking tired. Both days, I drove up, but I had to be driven back because I was just too damn tired. But I got some cool stuff. The people that got those mugs that I posted about they go to these things on rotation, so I got a couple more. I got a print from them that I really wanted. They didn't have a mug of the print I wanted. It was Oathkeeper and Oblivion, the Keyblade, my favorite Keyblades from Kingdom Hearts. They had like this nice wall print of it that I got, and I talked to the guy that makes them. I was like, man, I really would love this on a mug. And he's like, hey, just catch us to the next one. Send me an email or message me on Instagram and let me know, and I'll bring one. I'm like, hell yeah. So I gotta wait for the next one for that. But got a couple other things too. I tried not to blow too much money. Shook Austin St. John's hand. I didn't go to his table or anything, but I think he was going over to the photo ops or whatever, and I just kind of bumped into him. He was like, hey, what's up? I tried to just play it off. I just gave him a nod, and I didn't want to, like, bother him or anything, but then he just introduced himself to me, and I was like, yeah, dude, I fucking know who you are. I was like, I've been a fan of your fucking Power Rangers since I was 5. Since the very first episode ever aired. So yeah, of course, I know who the hell you are. I didn't say half of that to him. I said none of that except just I'm a huge fan, man. I said I was a huge fan from day one. went to a panel with Vincent D'Onofrio and Charlie Cox, where they were interviewed. They talked about some stuff and all that, and I got a photo with them. Yeah, look at that. Look at little old Aqua-Me. Fucking Daredevil and Kingpin. Behind that, I got a photo with Stephen Downes and Jen Taylor, Master Chief and Cortana, the voices for them. I saw them; they were doing a duo thing there, and I was like, I gotta get them too, cause I just love it. I wanted to get like a voice clip from him or whatever, cause you can get like a voice recording. Oh, I met Yuri Lowenthal too. It was like as the con was ramping down, I just went up to his booth and said my piece about Sasuke and how what am I trying to say? His iteration of Peter Parker, of Spider-Man, dethroned the one I grew up with. Like, his Spider-Man is my favorite iteration of Spider-Man. So we talked about that a little bit, and it was fun. It was fun. It was super cool. But I was just so exhausted that I just wasn't feeling waiting in all these lines. There were still a bunch of people that I did want to talk to. I did want to go see, or whatever the case. But like, I was just so stressed. But it was still fun. Still fun. I'm gonna go. When Columbus happens again, I met somebody who was a fan of the channel. Did that as well, so that was cool. So far, every Galaxy, I've only been to 2 Galaxy Cons so far, but the 2 Galaxy Cons I've been to, I've bumped into people who've watched the channel, which has been it's still weird. I still don't know how to act in that way when people recognize me from this. I don't know. It's still weird to me that people know who I am. But yeah, it was fun. It was fun. I plan on going back to that one for sure. I will probably try to go to either the one in Raleigh or Richmond, or both, next year. I wonder what a live-action Call of Duty show or movie would look like. Probably something along the lines of every war movie ever made. I mean, I don't think it would be that different than some of the war action films we've seen. Call of Duty doesn't... This is just my opinion. I don't think Call of Duty games have good, just fun stories outside of... I really enjoyed World at War, but that was kind of like you were bouncing all over the place in that. I like the historical stuff more than the fictional stuff with those games, but yeah, I don't know. And the nicest YouTuber award goes to Omn1 Media. Speed. I don't know that I would not dare say I'm the nicest, because I can get pretty sassy. I don't know. If I had to give that award to somebody, I would probably have to give it to, like, Jay. Dude, when Pop-Tart passed, when we had to let her go, when he saw that post, he pretty much immediately texted me. He gave me Adam's number, because I know his cat just passed away around that same time as well. And we had a little mini, morning powwow between me and Adam Lash, and that was fun. Like, those two are they're great. We're all busy. We don't hang out all the time or anything like that. We don't talk all the time. But when it comes down to it, man, when they reached out, when the chips were down, and were really supportive. And honestly, a lot of what Adam shared about what he had been dealing with and stuff really kind of helped me a lot with what I was kind of really struggling with. So, I don't know. I love those guys. Crazy how times goes by. Feels like yesterday we're celebrating a crappy 2020 being over. Right? Get your rest. No one wants you burning out. Your content is awesome. Always watching your reactions. I really appreciate that. I know I should. But it is always so... It's so damn hard, because I get so much anxiety over getting stuff done. Half the time, if I'm laying down, I'm like, I need to be working on this thing, or this thing needs to be out by the end of this week. What's my schedule? When am I going to plan on releasing this video? Like, that's what is just fluttering through my mind, and that's just the stuff that's channel related, not the stuff going on around here or at my actual day job. Did you hear about Keanu Reeves' house getting robbed? I did. Apparently they broke in and stole one of his guns. Which is weird. Weird. I don't miss that bad egg. Me either. I do not at all. Bad egg got egg-sorcised. This is why you're here. Hell yeah. Keep them coming. What's up, Sketch? I was waiting for it. I knew it. You were here and there would be a Morbin time. I feel like James Cameron likes having his Avatar movies spread apart for years and apart from each other. I mean, it makes sense. It allows him to do wholly different things. Again, like the more he tries to stand out, the more he's copying Avatar, the proper one. I don't know. We'll see what happens. I didn't mind the last one. I actually enjoyed it way more than the original, but we'll see. Are you going to do a ranking movies series this year, Vid? I'm going to try to. It all comes down to the energy. You know, I'll try. I haven't seen nearly as many movies this year as I did last year, though, so I don't know. Like, there's going to be a lot of movies that are just not going to be on the list or even in the running because I haven't got out as much this year. Do you think the last Indiana Jones movie was the worst one? For me, no. I still think Kingdom of the Crystal Skull is worse overall. I think it has a better ending, but I think Dial of Destiny was just a better overall film. And any given day of the week, I might even say Dial of Destiny is better than why am I blanking on its name right now? Temple of Doom. I've never been a huge Temple of Doom fan outside of, you know, the memes. But I don't know. Sometimes I can go either way depending on the day on that one. Ditties. Maybe I'll sing a little ditty one day. What was Peter's mistake that led to May's death in No Way Home? Toby's Peter's mistake was letting the bad guy go, but Tom's Peter was actually helping Otto and the others. So what mistake did Tom do? I don't know. His whole mistake was making the wish to begin with. I don't know. Trying to get the easy way out. Trying to just wish his problems away. I think that was the mistake. The mistake was the fucking wish and not owning his state of being or state of existence. Dude, I'm the same age as you, but still excited about Christmas. I'm just a big kid. I am jealous of that. Not gonna lie. I wonder if we'll get a Meg 3. Still have not seen the first two, but maybe. What was the lizard's deal in No Way Home? Like, he just barged in and attacked Peter, like, why? And did no one know Goblin turned on Peter, and so it begins. I don't know. These are all good questions. You're all good questions, but I don't know. I never really thought about it that hard, but I still really enjoyed the movie. I think the holidays have toned down because people are just hard to be around nowadays. No, it sounds weird, but I hope you know what I mean. I know what you mean. I definitely know what you mean. Also, the rise in social media, I just feel like, I don't know, I feel over-socialized sometimes. Maybe it's that access. Maybe I really appreciate my chill, hermit lifestyle a lot of the time. 2023 was weird for me. A new apartment in a new city, a new Zelda game, a Madonna concert in Paris. I was sick most of the year, so I'm just looking for a healthy 2024, I guess. You went to a Madonna concert? That sounds like that would be fucking awesome. I still haven't played Tears of the Kingdom. I still haven't finished Breath of the Wild. I still have the Hyrule Castle to do. I've done all the shrines, I've maxed out my hearts, I've done everything in the DLC, but I haven't done the final castle all these years. When I was in high school, I wasn't cool, but I had friends, and I was never in a serious relationship. I had a very core, tight-knit group of friends until it was like me and like 4 dudes. Until I got into show choir. And then that really was, like, we had people from pretty much every clique, if you want to call it that. And it really did feel like a family. You know, it was, I don't know, it was surprisingly healthy during that period. But as far as, like, Riz game, like, it was honestly a misunderstanding on how that whole thing even started. Like, I was wearing, I think, a Harry Potter shirt at the time. And the girl I ended up going out with for the next 5 years had just said to her friend, who was friends with some of my friends, she was like, oh, I like that shirt. She just said that to her friend in passing, who mistook that as she thought she liked me. So she went and talked to my friend. She was like, hey, my friend likes you. You want to talk, hang out? And then, what the fuck? Then it just happened. And then we just ended up going out for like 5.5 years. All over a Harry Potter shirt. Sup, Omni? It's been a while. My game had no part of that, though. My birthday is on Monday, and just wanted to pop in for a little bit and say hi. Well, happy early birthday. Glad you can make it. Hey, Santa, but people in America are just a-holes nowadays. Is it just America? Not that it's a lot of the world, but I think between us and the UK, I think there's a fair amount of a-holes. But I think we might be hoarding, or we might have a big surplus of them. Since Transformers, G.I. Joe, and Star Wars was technically published by Marvel, do you think there's a chance we could see them in the MCU? As anything more than a reference? No. Kevin Feige would not have that. I don't think they knew or were defending someone they knew as a good person. It's all uncomfortable. See, that's what I hope. That is what I hope was the case. I don't know. There's no way I could know. But that's all I can say is I hope that was the case. But it is what it is, man. Kind of sad that Blind Wave doesn't react to What If Season 2 trailer. I mean, yeah, I did. I honestly, I couldn't even remember if I watched it or not. But yeah, I did. I get it. It's fine. I honestly wasn't sure if I was going to or not. And, you know, I just had a free moment, so I just did it anyway. Why didn't the sun go to college? Because it already had 1,000,000 degrees. Oh, yuck, 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 yuck. We're going to ignore what happened in Transformers Rise of the Beast, like the end credit scene? No. I mean, they're planning a whole thing around all of that. I also prefer Halloween to Christmas. I always work on Christmas, New Year's Eve, and take a few days off for me in January. I mean, that's kind of smart, too, to go about that approach. Also, that holiday pay, depending on your job, obviously, but, like, holiday pay, it's pretty nice. I would do that, too. Like, at my previous job, I usually had no problem just volunteering for the holidays, because half the time nothing would happen and I would just fucking rake in the cash. Not so much the case here, just because they automatically just give us it off. Fun fact, my iPhone is named Cortana because I like irony. That is kind of funny. That is kind of funny. I heard of that script too. I also heard that Daniel becomes Hawk's dad and dyes his hair blue and then realizes he's not cool. Will Smith is Deadpool. Would be real cool. I don't know about that. Amanda Season 4 has already been written. The question is if the movie will come out before Season 4. Yep, that is the question. Imagine if Marvel just never undid the snap. I mean, wait, what do you mean? You mean if they did undo the snap? Because if they never undid it, that's currently the world we exist in. What's up, D? I think I'm okay if I'm the only one that watches the final season of Stranger Things. Dude, you're not gonna be the only one watching the final season of Stranger Things, dude. I want to say that I'm very sorry for Pop-Tart. I love seeing her in your videos. Glad she's in a better place now. I really appreciate that. I really, really do appreciate that. But we've been like leading up to that and all that. We've been taking care of a lot of strays that have been in the neighborhood because there's honestly a metric fuck ton. And some of them have been pretty rough. So we've been putting food out and like that. And maybe that's a bad thing to do too, but like I just can't see half of them and whatever. And a few of them have gotten extremely friendly. Some I'm not sure if they actually have owners or not because they are a little too well kept up. But there are some that have kind of frequent in the area. So like we've been taking care of some other cats. So and that's kind of helped in the transition a little bit. And we just adopted one today too. So who knows? Once she warms up to the place, maybe she might pop up. But Pop-Tart was a special little creature who I just wish we had more time with. I'm gonna get real sad if I keep talking about this. Charlie Cox, he was there. He was awesome. I didn't get to go to his table, which kind of sucked. I really wanted to do that, but didn't have the time. Does that Daredevil and King Tian photo mean you're actually going to be in the Daredevil show? If that is the case, then a lot of people are just going to randomly be in the Daredevil show. Do you consider yourself the GOAT? Fuck no. Definitely farthest from. What's up? Omni! Finished the Smith tenure, and season 7 is my favorite of his. The change of companions was done so well. My favorite regeneration story. Don't get me started on Day of the Doctor. Dude, Day of the Doctor. So one of my favorite specials. Maybe my favorite special still to this date. Matt Smith is still my favorite Doctor. I think. 14, though, in this little run is quite up there. But I love him. Matt Smith is just fantastic. So many good little moments and stories and relationships. Tennant's they're all so different, man. I hate saying that any one of them is my favorite because I love Tennant, I love Smith, I love Capaldi. Those are my holy trinity right there, right now. Just say hello there. Hello there. There you go. 2023 is weird. We had Omegle shut down and then we had E3 shut down. Dude, E3 actually shutting down, while not surprising, just feels weird because I just remember growing up and just being super excited for E3. And then watching it die was honestly kind of sad. Preview guides are such sweethearts. That they are. That they are. Hope you had a good day. I was extremely surprised and happy when I saw you started watching Reacher. And having it daily was insane. It was also very little taxing, but it was a lot of fun. If you want two great shows, try Jack Ryan and Spec Ops Leonis. We'll see. We'll see. That's so nice that Jay and Adam reached out to you. They're great. They are. I can't understate how awesome they've been. Like them, Greg and John. Like they're just a set of people who have just been extremely helpful, both on and off all of this. Omni isn't the nicest. He's so mean. He won't react to every show on the list of shows this very second. How dare he be human and only have so much time? JK, love you, Omni. He was one of the greats. I am not one to not get... I'm definitely not one to, like, hold my breath sometimes. I can get pretty easily riled up. But I try. I try my best. I'm not perfect, but I appreciate that. You playing GTA 6 when it releases day one? Probably not. Probably not day one. But I'll try. We'll see what happens. If I stream it, I might be more motivated to finish one of these games. But I don't know. We'll see. It's Vice City. Vice City was the only GTA game I've ever actually played to completion. But it's my favorite city. It's my favorite aesthetic. I love the 80s feel of the whole thing. The 70s, 80s feel of that whole arena. But I don't know if like being in the present day will change a lot of that, but we'll see. I definitely want to give it a chance at least. Don't mind me, I'm just risen up Elizabeth Olsen. Hey, hell, go for it. Go for it. Dude, Elizabeth Olsen. Fucking damn fine. What's up, Pink Sun? Laughing on the ground, rolling around. Mofos were glad he wasn't there. Keanu Reeves would have went wick on him. I mean, probably. I know my poipus. Pizza or hot dogs? Pizza. I actually just had one just before the stream. Can't believe House of Usher seems to be getting ignored as we enter award seasons. Up there with the best shows of the year. Is it really? Dude, Carla Gugino. How do you not like what? I don't know how any of the I hate this fucking biased bullshit to genre stuff, man. And this is literature brought to life. Fuck you, awards people. Let's see. Gotta go on me. Take care. Hope you have a great week. You as well. Thanks for stopping in. Hope you have a good rest of your weekend and a great week in the meantime. Me, rizz up anyone. Never. By the way, I've decided to take a break after each doctor's tenure. And with that, I finally got to get to follow the House of Usher. I was like, the Fofu? Oh my god, this show slaps. Love how Flanagan modernized these Edgar Allan Poe stories, especially The Raven. Me too. It was also really, really well done. Willie Scott ruins Temple of Doom for me. Willie Scott. Who's Willie Scott? See, I don't even care to know like half the people that are in that movie, other than Kie Kwan and Indy. Shit, I don't even know the lead actress's name. Temple of Doom. I had to remember what I was doing. Oh, yeah, Willie Scott, the lady. That's who you're talking about. Yeah, she's some. Marion though, I love Marion, but yeah, Willie Scott's character was a little rough. What is a minion afraid of? Becoming a filet minion, dude. I had a filet mignon yesterday. What do you think of What If releasing daily? We actually talked about that earlier. I get it. It's better for me. It's better than it being dumped all at once. It is more stressful than releasing it once a week. But at the same time, you're not waiting for disappointment. So we'll see what happens. I think it's a smart compromise, middle ground. Way too easy to be negative nowadays. 1000%. I'm not sure what day it was, but Grant Gustin's dog passed away. Oh, that's unfortunate. Shouts out to the GOAT! Speaking of Scott, I just watched Scott Pilgrim Takes Off. What do you think of it, Omni? Watch my reactions to every episode. But, long story short, loved it. I absolutely loved it. I want so much more, but that's just me being selfish. I know right now there is no plans for more, which sucks, but I get it. It also ended in such a way, despite the tease at the end, which if you remove that, I think it's a perfect ending. But with that, it does make you want more, but removing that, it has wrapped up in a way where I don't know what you would do next, you know? My helmet collection is getting so much nicer now. Got the Phase 2 clone helmet as a Christmas present to myself, and getting Darth Vader helmet off of Christmas from my parents. Love Christmas. Hell yeah, man. I wish I had more room for stuff. If I had the space, I would have all of the Power Ranger helmets. Like, hands down. I'm 20 and just now getting a girl to want to date me. She's Latina, by the way, sorry, but that's hot. I mean, hell yeah. Let's see. But yeah, I mean, just go whatever your pace is, you know? Like, I don't feel like there's any necessarily rush to anything. Things will happen when they happen. No, just don't stress. Try not to stress. I know that's next to impossible, but like, just chill. Everybody works on a different timetable. You know, it's something I definitely had to learn over time. Is just like, you know, certain people will do certain things by a certain age, and that doesn't mean that you will be doing the same thing. Everybody's on their different course. So if you have a girlfriend at 20, you have a girlfriend at 16, you have a girlfriend at 35, just whatever is most comfortable and works for you, you know? It's gonna be different for everybody. currently trying to 100% my way through GTA Vice City before GTA 6 drops. So excited for it. Oh yeah. Okay. You never know when and where you will find love. That is also very, very fucking true. Everyone is playing Lego Fortnite. I haven't. I haven't, at least. Not yet, though. I did see it, and I was very curious about it. Gotta go. See ya. No cheating. What is 12 times 12? You think I do math? Yeah. Anyway, moving on. Please clap. I was kind of hoping for a what if episode where Tony survives the radiation from the snap that wiped out Thanos in Endgame. Yeah, unfortunately, I don't think that's on the list. But we do have a Tony episode, at least one. I would love to see Jensen Ackles in the MCU. I'd be down for that. Thank you for caring for the stray babies. I help feeding a colony of cats. I wish he had a huge sanctuary for them. I just got a awning to add on to the side of my house, like, because I rent the house. I rent this house, so like I can't make permanent alterations. So I got like this awning for the back deck where like I can just kind of like size it up under like the existing like short ass awning. I guess it's just the roof overhang. I don't know what you call that, where the roof kind of pops off from the wall just a little bit. So I'm trying to create more cover. So I got like a thing that I could like kind of pressure rods with an awning attached to put up there, and with a hanging heat lamp for to try to give them something out there as well. The thing is though, once it gets dark, every now and then, like a horde of raccoons will come out of nowhere and just eat all the food that we put out for the cats. So I have to keep an eye out for that. Half the time they get away with it, little fuckers. But otherwise I have to go, you get off my porch! Because I don't want to do anything to them, because I don't want to hurt them or anything like that, but also don't know what to do about it. I haven't been successful at permanently scaring them off. None of the raccoon deterrents that you get actually work. I don't know. Our local pest control said they don't deal with raccoons, so we're just kind of stuck with it. Hot take, Mando should be doing his own thing, and not be a linchpin of the whole time period. I don't think he is anymore. I don't think he is currently. But I like what they did with that, personally, but I get it. Didn't want to mention her as I don't want a sad Omni, but we all love Pop-Tart. No, thank you guys. Don't think I'm ready for adulthood. I don't think anybody is ready for adulthood, man, half the time. Like, Grogu should have remained with Luke. I think he should have been there longer, at least. YouTube deleted my nice puppy comment. What the fuck? YouTube and live stream comments has been real weird for these last couple of months, and I've seen nothing about it. What's up, Busy? You're probably not here still, but hey, man, stop. Thanks for stopping in. Thanks for stopping in. If Grogu stayed with Luke, Kylo would have killed him. That is also very true. I mean, didn't have to stay for the next 10 years, just a couple. How are you able to drop a game like that? I can never. Real easy. It is real easy to drop it. I grew up on 9th and 10th and 11th Doctors and stopped watching halfway through 12. Back then, I was obsessed with Doctor Who. I have a bunch of sonic screwdrivers. My bedroom door was the TARDIS. That's super cool, actually. I like that. I need to get the newer screwdrivers. I got Jodie's. I got all of them up to Jodie's. I guess that is all of them currently. I don't have any of the classic screwdrivers, though. I have only the revival ones. I need River Songs, and I need the Masters. The Master has one, too, out. I don't have the Master, I don't have River Song, and I don't have 14s yet. but yeah, I do want them. Capaldi is heavily underrated, dude. Like, some of the best speeches in any of the series, any of the seasons. His arc is also, I think, my favorite arc out of all of them. I don't know, 14 now just kind of gave him a run for the money, but Capaldi's Doctor has my favorite arc. Did you see that they revealed a first look at Shadow in Sonic 3 a while ago? I mean, we saw him at the end of the movie. What, I don't know what you mean by first look, unless it's just a photo. I'm not sure what you mean. While I was watching Ahsoka, I was kind of distracted by Gyat. Gyat. I don't know. I don't know what you mean. I honestly, I don't know what you mean right now. Gyat. Oh! I didn't know her. Wait, hold on. What? Hold on. What does that mean? Oh! Wait. God damn it. Gyat meaning. Okay. Okay. Hey, okay. Okay. Me, okay, likewise. I really, there's a few times I had to not, like... Dude, okay. All honesty, me as well. Like, Hera, anytime Mary Elizabeth in anything is popping around, like seriously, that's my brain. I can't help it, my dumb caveman brain. I'm just like, fuck yeah. So yeah, I got a new word. Got a new word. Ugh. If they were to ever do a big budget Doctor Who movie, who would you want to direct? Flanagan or Alfonso Cuarón? Dude, give me Denis Villeneuve. I think he would do a great Doctor Who movie. Fucking call me an old man. Get out of here. That's exactly how I felt right there. I was like, I don't understand these young kid terms right now. I don't know how you don't like... TOD. I don't know how you don't like TOD. What is TOD? Oh, I'm having a moment, man. What is this abbreviation? What is TOD? Am I definitely of the worst of the trilogy? So much better than the later two, in my opinion. Oh, okay. Temple of Doom. Temple of Doom. Okay. See, like, I lost track of what we've even talked about right now. Sorry. Yeah, I don't know. It just feels like, I don't know, dude. Like, something about it just never vibed for me. My roommate at the time, one of my buddies, loves it. I just never really he got Godsmacked. Speaking of, I saw Godsmack in concert. They were fucking awesome. What do you think they'll do a what if Kang was played by a different person and made it canon? Wow. Have to go later on. Me, have a good day. You too. Thanks for stopping in, Sketch. Did Matt Smith base his Doctor on Patrick Troughton? A little bit. That's what I've heard. Because that's who Patrick is reminding me of. That's what I'm on at the moment. Patrick Troughton is definitely a top 5 Doctor for me. I loved him. When I was watching, like, Classic Who, I fell in love with him super quick. So yeah. A little bit. There is a lot of that element that carries over. If you have the time, the 2018-2022 God of War games are out. This world amazing. I have a full stream of the first one of those. I've got 3 parts of a stream of Ragnarok that I still need to finish. I haven't gone back and finished it. I need to finish it. Especially now that this Valhalla extension came out. Late as always. Hope you're doing well. Hope you are as well, Christian. Late. Better late than never, man. Also, if you can't make it, you can't make it. That's not also fair either. Peacemaker Season 2 needs to hurry up. It'll probably be a little while longer, though. Fortunately, I have to leave, but I hope you have an amazing week. Thanks, Silverhand. Thanks for stopping in. Hope you have a good rest of your week as well. Met the girl on Omegle, of all places. And actually held a conversation? Nice! How much are you familiar with Anya Taylor-Joy? Aside from a handful of movies she's been in, I mean, I don't know anything about her specifically, not too much. You know, I saw Last Night in Soho. She was in Split, right? I've seen a handful of her films, but not, I mean, she's great. I'm a fan, but I haven't seen a bulk of her work, but I've seen a fair amount of movies she's been in. She's always been great to me. Those Dawn raccoons! Raccoons are so cute, but an annoyance, especially because they use the far side of our deck as a big old toilet, and they won't stop. But yeah, raccoons though are one of those animals that I would absolutely love to have a pet as a companion in theory, but seeing them in practice, it kind of ruins a lot of that mystique. I'm sure the babies appreciate the food. Have you seen those mini houses that people build for cats made out of storage boxes? I ordered a cat house that is heated. You plug in, and it has like a heat pad inside. It's enclosed. It kind of looks like a house. It's off the ground, slightly elevated. But the one I got, I think it had been returned, and they just repackaged it because it looked like somebody had previously just torn it open, and they just sent it my way. And it's electrical, and it's heating, and I'm like, if somebody didn't want this originally or has tampered with this, I'm not okay plugging that in on my wooden deck. So I sent it back. So I'm gonna have to get another one, unfortunately. But yeah, I have seen some of those. I've been trying to figure out some way to kind of do something like that as well. But I'm not a handyman, so I can buy it made. I'll try to do that. Thank you, Scott, for this super chat. Do you think X-Men universe that Monica is trapped in is the one we'll be following? We'll see her in Deadpool 3. Are you excited for Echo? I am excited for Echo. Will we see her in Deadpool 3? Honestly, maybe. I think there's a good chance we might. You sent another one here. You think Carol will be a supporting role now? No, I don't think she's gonna get downgraded at all. But thank you for the super chats, man. All right, now where did I leave off? Oh, here we go. Just got called an F word on Discord for no reason. In mine? Or a different one? You got me panicking here because I'm like, the fuck? Okay, good. I was gonna say, I'm gonna fuck somebody up. What's up, Kate? How are you doing? Of course I'm still here. I gotta support the homie. I appreciate that, Busy. Hope you're having a good weekend, man. We don't have raccoons here. I'd probably end up feeding them. Leave food out for a fox already. See, that's another thing, too. I always wanted a fox. But I know if you startle them at all, they just fucking start spraying like a hose that just got busted. .14 has a nice screwdriver. I do really like 14 screwdriver. It's also super nifty. I know people have been a little like very, I don't know. Like I know we got the reveal for 15s, and some people were like aren't into it. I think it looks pretty cool. I wish I was never going to carry over to Shooty, but it didn't. I do as well. Speaking of screwdrivers, what do you think of the TV remote? I've never actually messed around with the TV remote that they have for it. Used to have a tortoise wardrobe. That's also awesome. There's also a possum that comes around for food. Also, I forgot about the possum. There's a fat fucking possum that comes around. Means a goddamn. Dude, literally. I don't know if you see it on my face ever. I was trying not to, because like, you know, people are how people are, you know, these days. You know, God forbid you find somebody attractive. But like, there's so many times like somebody would walk on the screen and I just, in my head, it would just be, God damn. Meant that photo of the set of Sonic 3. I have to go check it out. I haven't seen it then. I'm too innocent. That's a lie. That is a bold-faced lie. I just don't know the hip lingo of the day. Gat Peach? Have you been well, Omni? About to start Reacher after seeing your power through the whole first season. What do you love most about the show? I'm excited. I love its dark-ass humor. And just the humor in general. It is a really fun ensemble kind of mystery. That's what I kind of got swept up in. You know, there is some action and stuff like that, but at the end of the day, honestly, I was shocked by how funny the show was. What is a gap? Is it X-rated? At least somebody else didn't know. I feel better. Somebody fucking making fun of me. That's new to me too. Thank you. Another one. Great shout. Oh, y'all talking about Hera's booty. Hugh McGregor is going to lightsaber y'all through the stomach. I mean, I'd take a lightsaber to the stomach for Mary Elizabeth Watson, man. I 100% would. But yeah. Ramona Flowers got that booty. Temple of Doom. He got smacked. Omni discovers Gat and loses all remaining thought processes. That is kind of what happened. Reach your show 1 to 10 like best. Huh? Like rate it out 1 out of 10 or season 1 is a 10? I'm confused, Bailey. It'll enlighten me. Just hit 100 subscribers. Hell yeah, congrats, Turbo. Patrick is great. No way, a donation. We get them every now and then. You really did finish God of War Ragnarok as one of the best openings to a final battle I've ever seen in any game or show or movie. Yeah, and also, I'm trying my best to avoid spoilers from Valhalla, and that's not going too well. I already saw a couple things on my fucking Twitter feed, but that's my fault. Freaking love Neil Patrick Harris, and the giggle is fantastic. Already quoting. Well, that's all right then. I love that too. Somebody immediately made a response clip of it too that's floating around. Anya was also the voice of Peach in the animated Mario movie. What did you think of her performance? She was fine. I think literally anybody could have done that, what she did in that. I don't think she did anything special there, but I did know that. I did know she was in that. Because you made this... Because you made it to this point, I can say this now. I love Ward in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is actually kind of evil. Yeah, right? Yeah, I'm very curious to see, like, what his trajectory is from this point, though, because I don't know. Anya was great. Fantastic in Peaky Blinders. I didn't know she was in that. The only people I knew were in Peaky Blinders are Cillian Murphy and Cillian Murphy. How did I say that? Like, reverted to, like, my fucking teen years there for a second. And Sam Neill. That's it. Wait, are you not doing movie reactions anymore? I just checked your video uploads, and they're all TV shows. I mean, the majority are TV shows. I still have a bunch of movies up. I don't know what you were saying. I mean, I did a bunch of Reacher. So the feed might just be a little bloated, but we definitely still do movies. Got one coming out next week. Next 2 weeks. When are you reacting to Blue Eye Samurai? I swear, people keep asking, and I will react to it less. But no, I do want to watch it. With season 2 now confirmed, I will more than likely react to it one of these days. When? I have no idea. I have not slept at all this week, so I am not watching the show. I'm not picking up a new show anytime soon at the moment. So I don't know. I don't know. I've heard great things. I've heard really good things, but it's just not a good time right now. It'll more than likely be, if I get bored, it could come anytime. If I have an opening, it could come, but more than likely it'll probably be closer to season 2 when that comes out. Let's go ride that SEO. I mean, I really hope for the Marvel's box office doesn't affect their plans for Carol moving forward. She's a great character and deserves a shine in this new saga. I agree. Even though I didn't like the movie, I'd still agree with that stance. Anya Taylor-Joy was also in The Queen's Gambit. I haven't seen The Queen's Gambit. I am aware that she was in that, but I've not seen it. I've not seen it. I'm about to lay the smackdown in Discord. I went looking for that too. I saw that. I was like, no, who fucking dare? You like Kate Bishop or Kamala Khan better? Kamala Khan. Probably. I don't know. She's just so damn heartwarming. I love Kate. Like, she's smarmy, scrappy, and her sarcasm knows no bounds. Kamala is just pure fucking joy, man. So I don't know. It's a toss-up, but I would probably go with Kamala. I found my true love in Omega. What story would that be? I don't know, but it'd be crazy. We need to make a movie about that. Greetings from Austria. Love your reactions. Well, shout out to Austria. Thank you for stopping in. That's what I love about this stuff, man. We got people from all over the world, dude. It's so much fun. Probably if you know the address of the jerk, feel free to share. I didn't mean to scare you for the Discord thing. It's all good. It's all good. It's all good. She's fantastic in the Queen's Gambit. I heard amazing things about it. I just haven't seen it yet. I was actually referring to Shoot the Screwdriver. Oh, oopsie. I misunderstood. I do have a baseball bat. Baseball bat. Thirst all you want. Everyone else does. And you got people saying it's bad. Saying it's bad. I do. I do. I just didn't in that. I tried to behave myself in that. But my God, is Shin a vibe? I don't think the universe Monica is trapped in is the one from the main Fox films. I think it's a totally new universe with the same actors / characters. I mean, all we can know is find out. Wait and find out. YouTube deleted another one of your comments. Fucking YouTube, man. They need to get the shit together. Why are the Reacher antagonists so evil? I want them to die every moment they are on screen. I still wish that little bitch kid got... Anyway, we got somebody who's just started the show, so I'm not gonna say anything. But like the season 1 villain, my one complaint is this: I wish their death was way more fucked up. And that's maybe because I'm just that vengeful when shit gets pushed, you know. It's a word that was said too much in school. Too honest when you're saying it's like so fucking gorgeous. Hell yeah, man. Alan Rich is on another Inside of You podcast with Michael Rosenbaum and discusses about being bipolar is really interesting. He's very honest. Yeah, his what really got me sucked into that, I have it queued up. I have that interview on I have the tab open for it. I just haven't had time to watch it. But his last one, when he went into how he almost, you know, that was when people can get brutally vulnerable and brutally honest about themselves, even in the darkest parts of it. They gain so much respect from me. Fun fact, 1437 means I love you forever. Funny enough, my grandma said I would say 1437 to each other before knowing that. Interesting. Not gonna lie, I'm a homosexual male, and Mary Elizabeth, my wife, even gets a yeah out of me. That's a win right there. Hell yeah. I mean, like, it's just there, man. Like, I don't know how you thought, like, just like, oh, sorry. Realize when you slept in May, and now Sky likes him. That makes things so messy. Did you catch the new Civil War trailer? One of the scarier looking films of 2024. I haven't seen anything for that yet. I saw like article, but I haven't actually seen the trailer yet. I never knew that was Brad Dourif Ward killed, but now you mention it, it's kind of a waste a little. It's a huge waste. Like, in the moment, I didn't even think that was his voice lines, but when you go back, you can definitely tell that's his voice being modulated through the computer, so he at least did get to speak. But how do you have Brad Dourif and you just kill him off in like 15 seconds? And that's it. He's just gone after that. God, that baffled me so much. But The Marvels was a fun movie. It had fun parts. I didn't like it. It's fine, but I didn't have a good time. It was okay. Check out the new Dune trailer. No, movie's coming out. I'm done with the Dune trailers. I watched the last one. I watched the first one. I'm good. I'm going to watch the movie. I don't need to watch another trailer. What's up, Lunar Mist? Welcome. Hopefully we'll be wrapping up soon, because I need to get to bed. Because I got a long night of editing tonight, but we'll catch up with the chat, though. We'll keep chatting for a little bit, though. It's been a minute. I'm not going to rush to the end. Godzilla and Kong running is going to be so cool. It's an interesting choice, too, this transformation with Godzilla, how he's slimmed down in this new form. So he's a lot faster. Cobra Kai never dies. I think you're hiding your thirst in your reactions. Don't hide it very well. There are some shows where I just let it fly. You know, like, but I don't know why in Ahsoka. I think it's because I saw some people in the Star Wars community online getting real bitchy about people expressing their attraction for Star Wars characters for whatever reason. So I was like, I didn't want to invite that shit into the comments on my videos, even though it doesn't make any sense to me. But like, yeah, I tried in that one. I wonder why Mara Jade wasn't mentioned in the Mandoverse sequel trilogy. I'll say because there's no room for that with Luke. I don't know. One of the many things from the sequel or the expanded universe that they'll probably never touch. When Godzilla -1 drops, you should at least put it on your radar. What are you talking about? I watched it. I have a review. I saw that day one. Just looked her up, and I agree. Yeah! I got a new word, man. Is the new Karate Kid movie going to be canon to Cobra Kai? So the implications of what they have said as of late imply that, yes, it will take place after the events of Season 6 of Cobra Kai. You're done with Doom. Got him. Okay. Robert Patrick not giving a shit about who Sarah Connor is was fun. That was also, yeah, that was a little cheeky, a little fun. I know he's prominently known for villains, but I always see him, and I see John Doggett from the X-Files, who's like one of the most loyal, like trustworthy, like just go get 'em dudes. And again, not to say anything, that's his admitted favorite role he's ever played was John Doggett on the X-Files. But I always see him and I just see Doggett, and it's hard for me sometimes to realize he plays a lot of bad guys. So I always get kind of a little bit of shell shock in those moments. But that was so fun. I got so excited when I saw him too. Saw the Dune trailer and it felt like the last trailer. See, that's what I'm saying. Like even with the first one, with part 1, all the trailers of Dune felt like the same trailer to me. You love Ming-Na Wen, and we don't blame you. I do. Fennec and May. I love me some Ming-Na Wen. And what's her name? Shit. Dude, I always get the actress and the character's name mixed up. Chloe Bennett. There's a moment when she, like, when the doors open and she was there waiting on Ward, I was just like, fuck you, Ward. Recently discovered a great YouTuber called the Mirandalorian. She's a fantastic playthroughs. She's currently playing Arkham Asylum, and check her out. I'll give it a look. I've got a bunch of channels I need to watch, but I'll see if I can add that to the list. Thirst over Din Djarin all the time. Poe Dameron, of course. Poe is Poe, man. Poe is Poe. I do too, man. I have Oscar Isaac is 100% a man crush. Like, I'm like, despite how it may seem, I'm pretty straight as hell. But like, Poe Dameron is a snack. I can admit that. Dude, like, I don't know, man. I love everything he's in. Him and Pedro are so fun. Speaking of Pedro, when I was at GalaxyCon, there was an entire merch wall of daddy merch that just had Pedro Pascal's face all over it. That was just so interesting. Will we see Batman and Aquaman? No. They've confirmed that has been cut from the film. So that is no for both. Ming-Na Wen is hot. Wow. Yes, she is. I'm just hoping Aquaman is good. Me too. I love Ming-Na Wen too. Wish I could control time and make us the same age. Oh my god. Sean, chill. We all think it, but we don't have to we don't have to say it out loud. And you bought it, yes. No, I did not. Honestly, it made me mildly uncomfortable. I kind of wish Pedro never said the daddy thing. It's been run into the ground. See, I didn't know it was a... I guess I didn't know it was a meme. Like, I've seen him, like, pose with photos, I think, of those objects. But I didn't know it was this huge thing. I mean, I've called him a daddy. Like, he's definitely very daddy-ish. I didn't know it was a running gag thing. I've also heard that Amber's role is 20 to 30 minutes. I don't know. I really don't know. I just hope it's fun. It's the end of an era. The first one I had a damn good time in, and I just hope I hope this one goes out with a bang and not a whimper. Let's see. Love the first Aquaman movie. I just want the new one to be fun as well. Same. Like, the first one had problems, but it was completely too much fun for me to care about half of the problems. Like, I noticed them. I didn't care because I was just having a damn good time. Oopsie. I'm on YouTube. How did Pedro not get Sexiest Man of this year? What the fuck? Who did? I saw... I forgot who it was, but I saw somebody was like, people were like, him? Who was it? 2023. Patrick Dempsey. Yeah, I saw that and I was like, oh, really? Like, the fuck has he even been in this year? Like, I don't know. I was like, it was so weird to me when his name came out in the hat. It was a meme, but it definitely shot up to the stratosphere when he acknowledged it. He said, "Who's your daddy?" "I'm your daddy," in a Vanity Fair interview, and it's grown legs, and everyone says it. God. I should have took a picture of them. I want to see Carol and Wolverine have a friendship like in the MCU. Like in the MCU, like in the comics. Hey, you never know. Neil Patrick Harris. Not my vibe, but I could see it. What? Patrick Dempsey? I got the names mixed up. Patrick Dempsey. Oh, that's what you meant. I was like, if it was Neil Patrick Harris, I would have definitely remembered that. Patrick Dempsey is an actor and a name I always forget. No shade at all, but like, I just, yeah, I don't know. I forget he exists so often, and he's in the Scream franchise, and I always forget about it. Aquaman 1 had so many explosions. It had, dude, the thing, when you go into Aquaman 1 and you realize every major exposition scene ends with an explosion, and you can never unsee it. Every scene transition begins with an explosion. Patrick Dempsey still having a career is weird to me. I'm like the guy from Can't Buy Me Love. I want double the explosions. Just Fast and Furious this movie and make it fun. Patrick Dempsey just reminded me of the mess Scream is in. Everyone is gone. Yeah. There is that. Because Black Manta is now the main meat of the movie. Screen time, hopefully better writing. Hopefully. The new Percy Jackson series is out next week. Is that something you'll watch? Talked about this earlier. It might have been before you showed up, Craig. I currently have zero plans on watching it. I didn't think the trailer looks good. I don't have a huge investment in the series. If I hear great things, if word of mouth is really good, I might check it out. I might cash in on it. But right now, I personally just didn't get into the trailer, so I don't know. I heard it got it, but he's a new project coming out. He's now the antagonist. Patrick hasn't been in anything recently. Pedro was the daddy, Last of Us, and Mando. Come on! Yeah, it's no shade to Patrick Dempsey. He just doesn't feel synonymous with 2023 hotness. See, that's what I'm thinking. That's kind of what I'm thinking. Like, if this was like 10 or 15 years ago, I could understand Patrick Dempsey being picked. But right now, it's a choice. It's a choice. I feel personally that there's some better options out there. But yeah. Didn't see it, but I think Patrick Dempsey was in that Thanksgiving movie. Honestly, I don't remember if I knew anybody that was in that movie. But you might be right. You are right. He was in that. And Addison Rae. But yeah, he was in that. I didn't realize he was in that. But that's not like a huge thing to like spike him up, you know? I don't know. Whatever. It is what it is. I'm at the same level. The books are meant to be great, and the Hollywood movie version kind of sucked balls. I hope so. I tried reading the books once, and I think I got 3 or 4, maybe 5 chapters in, and I just lost interest in the book as well. I don't know. I liked, oddly enough, I liked the first movie fine. It wasn't great, but I had fun with it. But every other time I've tried to get into it, I just couldn't, like, get into, I don't know. I've struggled to get into it. So, but if I hear really good stuff about this, you know, I might give it a chance. I might give it a chance. Seeing Black Manta and Aqua Baby has me worried, knowing the history of Manta and the Aqua Children. Yeah, that's where my thought went too. We will see. One day I'll watch Aquaman 1 and Power Rangers 27 and realize Aquaman 1 is what Power Rangers should be. Okay. It's a rubbish choice. I agree. Final battle in the Marvels is like Falcon and the Winter Soldier's level brutal. Now you're speaking about, I don't really remember what the final fight of Falcon and Winter Soldier is. I also didn't, aside from the shield bash, I wouldn't even consider the Falcon and Winter Soldier to be brutal. I'm glad we're all on the same page about Patrick Dempsey. Poor guy, I feel bad. Goofy superhero action fun Power Rangers, not teen drama meets Marvel. I liked the teen drama in the Power Rangers 2017 movie. I mean, the final fight between them and Dar-Ben on the ship. Yeah, I don't know. It was okay. There were some good things. I think the best fight was the first fight they used their powers against the hallways and stuff like that. Like in Kamala's house. I think that was the best fight in the movie. Must sleep. Have a good Christmas, Omni. Not sure if I'll be around next week, but I'll say it early. Kind of hoping you'll be catching up on sleep. All the best. Thank you, man. Hope if I don't see you before then, Merry Christmas for yourself as well, and take it easy. I will try to get some sleep. I'm gonna right when I wrap up stream, I'm definitely going to be winding down to sleep. I'm going to be waking up at midnight, and I'm going to be editing all night long until I'm done with the rest of this one Reacher and this next episode, the next to last episode of UU. One more of those still to do, but I'm going to save that for tomorrow night. If you had time to write a screenplay, what would you do? Star Wars or Doctor Who? Star Wars. Definitely Star Wars. Star Wars is definitely a bigger passion for me in general, but both would be fun. But like I would feel more confident writing a Star Wars than a Doctor Who. Aqualad could happen. It definitely could. Reported recently that Spyglass tried a meeting with Melissa and she refused them. Good on her. They fucked up, man. Final fight with two Marvels reminded me of Sam and Bucky versus John Walker. That's what I mean. Oh, like the multi-fight, the 2v whatever. I get it. Scott, is that an insult? Oh, let's not get into that. Patrick Dempsey just scrolling through YouTube comes across this stream and he might be sad. No. Last year was Chris Evans. That I get. Let this go. I'll let this go. Yeah, I definitely get Chris Evans. That one wholly makes sense. Like, I 1000% can get behind that one. Praise to both Sean Studios. Ew. I'm great for her. She deserves so much better. Did anyone see Merry Little Batman? It had the actor Stripe from Stargirl as Batman. Luke Wilson? Luke Wilson? From so many other things? But yes, Luke Wilson, I assume. Merry Little Batman cast? Yeah, it was. Luke Wilson. Dude, James Cromwell was Alfred. Honestly, I'm kind of shocked James Cromwell's still alive. To be honest, knock on wood. I hope me mentioning that doesn't kill the man, but yeah, dude, I honestly seen him in the cast list. I was kind of shocked, but that's cool. That is freaking cool. Cheryl, they don't think I'm sexy? Despite how cheesy Doctor Who can be, right into Doctor Who episode would be really hard. Yeah, I think that would be stupid difficult. Did a tour. I did a tour in Iraq for 6 months and stayed sane by writing Doctor Who scripts. One was John Carpenter's The Fog, but with sea devils. Well, that sounds neat. I mean, that's a good way to pass the time. That's a creative way to pass the time and also kind of distract yourself from all of that. So that's cool, Craig. I'll admit it. I suck at writing. At least with grammar, I guess. I'm a good idea guy. I need someone to transcribe my ideas, I think. Very cathartic. I don't imagine it would be. Cries and handsome. Luke Wilson, that's his name. Why do I always forget? Hope you get your sleep, Omni. Have a great holiday. Thank you, Pink Sun. Appreciate you stopping in again. And everybody else, man. I'm glad everybody's here. You can cry and handsome. How? Thank you for your service, Craig. Likewise. Definitely. Thank you for your service, man. That's some shit I do not have the constitution to do. I'd be a little bitch probably about it. But definitely highly commend that. I have a lot of friends that are in the military, various branches, so it's definitely a level of respect that I will always have. Is George Lucas and Dave Filoni. So I am definitely not either of them. Sam's new suit for Captain America 4. No, I do not like it. I like the one that he had in the show more than the one we saw in the last little outing. I was channeling Patrick Dempsey, but also am very handsome. Obvious. Confidence. Gotta love it. I don't know what that's like, but cherish it. Hold on to it. Don't let it go. All right. We're good. We're over a little bit. We're caught up with the chat. I'm going to get some sleep, and we will see what happens next weekend. Everything should, by all accounts, we should be good. So expect the stream next week. If anything happens, I will make sure to let you guys know. So take it easy. Wish me luck on not destroying myself this weekend for the remainder of, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care, everybody.